Oh, I'm fucking inspired. I'm damn inspired today. This video is gonna be me. It's gonna be me. None of that low energy sort of, I don't know, last few videos they've been decent. But they haven't quite got me across as a person, as a person role playing a person, because I'm just spirit up in this bitch. My body is only one part of me, and it's actually not even the highest part of myself. You know. Fuck, I don't know. I'm just trying to be a bit more authentic. I was caught up on like what I was trying to do, but I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just being simple as, like, I'm not trying to be funny or trying to help. I just am. And then from there on, everything else is kind of just like, ooh, you want to? You cool, you can, because that way I don't have to like feel like I'm just worthless, like if I'm not helping properly, or if I'm, like if someone gets help but I'm really trying to help them and trying to, like, I don't want to use the word fix, but I think that's kind of the gist of things. It's like, people don't think, and if they did think, they probably are. How do I want to word this? A couple jumps, get myself. Yeah, no, I was just feeling like a piece of shit because I didn't really know what I was trying to do with my YouTube and with my TikTok and all that. What is my purpose? But, I realized that the only thing that I can give out is my being, i.e. my story, if you want another word for it. Like, we are just a bunch of memories. That's all we are. And then you could just call that a story if you put all those memories together. So I can share my story, and if you happen to be like, whoa, I like that chapter, the way he got out of that rut in that chapter is relatable because I'm also in that rut. So maybe I can use the same things he used to get out of the rut, Sort of that story to story transfer. Because everything is connected, my friends. Everything. Even, how could I quickly prove everything's connected? Not that I need to prove it. Let me tell them, yeah, see, this is a good example. I ain't trying to preach to you or prove, you idiot Ben. I can tell you something from my life that, for me, led me into the faith of everything being connected. And then again, like I said before, if you like that chapter, you can run with it. If you don't, piss and shit on it and throw it in a fire. Whoa. So, let me think. My life, everything connected. This is difficult for me. This is quite difficult because I've watched so many damn videos and listened to so many talks and books and whatever. I sometimes struggle with like what even is my own ideas, because I fully believe that everything's connected, but then I need to think of like an example. It's hard to explain, sort of like it will usually be during like meditations where like, here's one. So I've got this rock that I meditate on, and I'm also, for this story, we're going to switch angle. I feel like being, I feel like, would that be too imposing? Oh, definitely too imposing. Maybe that was the best spot. Let's travel. No, definitely was the best spot. Just ignore that whole ass saga then. So where the fuck was I at? Oh, hit myself on the eyebrow. Just as well, it's hard to miss the eyebrow. You see, they're so thick. Yeah, so I was meditating on this rock. Got this rock. It's out in the forest somewhere. It's quite a nice spot. I was meditating on the rock, and I was trying to grasp at feeling, right? Because emotions are just like anger, love. No, maybe not. No, sorry, not love. So emotions are kind of like more like anger, jealousy, joy, all those kind of, you know the emotions. You felt them. Have you felt them? Have you expressed them? Have you given them space in recent time to be how they need to be in order for you to move on? I don't know. Ask yourself. No, so I was on the rock meditating, and I was searching for feeling. I was asking my mind, because you can do that, by the way. You can have a conversation in your mind. I was asking, like, what is feeling? What is feeling? And like, obviously, you don't really get a reply when you speak to your mind. It's kind of like mysterious vibes. It's sort of shrouded in a bit of mystery. You gotta dig deep, right? And this is what I was doing. I was like, what is feeling? What is feeling? And it was getting to a point where I was like trying to grip at what feeling was. And I had my headphones on, and I was listening to this nice song, and I realized that feeling won't be from the senses, because it's like when I listen to music, again, it's an emotional sort of thing. Like I get happy, or I get sad, or I feel like the need to dance. I was like, okay, so it's not going to be the feeling I'm looking for is not going to be in music. It's not going to be in my senses. So the clothes on my skin, it won't be that sensation. It won't be. So it's not touch. It's not my hearing. And when you meditate, when you get to a certain level of meditation, you get like kind of visuals. I'm not gonna lie, like see some shapes and some colors, and it can get pretty funky and pretty groovy, right? But it's a trap. It's a damn trap, because again, if it's not hearing, if it's not touch and taste and all that, then whatever I'm seeing, it's also not going to be that. And as soon as I said that, the visuals ramp up, because I'm no longer attached to them, so therefore I'm not feeding into them, but they want attention, so the visuals get higher and higher, but then I keep reminding myself that no, it's not going to be what I see. So what is feeling? And at this point, it's sort of like we're fizzing, literally fizzing, because I've taken away all the senses, which I don't know if you can imagine that, but we're often caught up in our senses. If I was to say that you were no longer able to see, touch, taste, hear, whatever, you would assume that you'd be nothing. But I was everything. I was so much larger than I was with my senses. It was so bizarre. Like I felt so much like if this is the box of like where your senses allow you to be, then I was like starting to get. But I'm still kind of trying to grasp at straws. I'm asking myself, what is feeling? And I'm really gripping within myself. Which is the funny part, right? I was really gripping within myself, and as I hit the peak of what is feeling, what's feeling, ding, a tiny bit of snow hit me on my damn nose. Now, I don't know what it was, but I just felt so connected to everything all of a sudden. It was like sort of like a knock on the head. And you might say, well, that's touch as well. And I guess you're kind of right. I hadn't thought of that. But it was different because I was trying to grab at an answer within myself, i.e. within my mind, which I was viewing as in here. And snow hit me in the nose as the answer to my question of what is feeling, because it gave me such a, right, okay. So I'm not just in here, I'm everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, because I was answered from what you would assume would be out with yourself, but it didn't feel like that. It felt like I had placed the snow in my direction to get a bit woo-woo. And then it just got better, right? So I was buzzing. I was really like euphoric. Got off the rock. And I put my headphones back on, and I was listening to the Halo 2 Gungnir mix, which is like the original Halo 2 theme tune, which is, by the way, oh my god, some raw electronic waves, bro. It has you feeling like a fucking trooper, like the chief. But Halo 2 soundtrack has an effect on me, bro. I cry every damn time because me and my brother used to play Halo 2 a lot, or not just Halo 2, but all the Halos, and it reminds me of a time when we were close. Because, motherfucker, we ain't close anymore. Just a moment of maybe one day, but hey, brother, I'm here if you need me. Center yourself, Ben. You got this. So I was having a little bubble. You know, I was crying. I was crying happy though, because it's Halo 2. It's hard to. It's like a weird mix. You know what I mean? You're listening to like, but then they're also like, and it was just gorgeous. It was a really nice snowy sort of sunny day. Like the snow was like the sun was peeking through a little bit of cloud, saying yo ho, and I was saying yee hee back, and I was just admiring it. And then I was like, okay, I'm ready. I started walking back, and Boogie Wonderland came on, which is a tune, by the way. And I was like, oh yeah. And a bit of history is that I've been going to this forest for probably 2 years now, and I've changed a damn lot, I tell you, like a damn lot. And since I've been going to that forest, let's say like once a week for 2 years, I have always wanted, like, I've had this image of me, like, just dancing, you know, like, just going for it, like, actually just having a proper boogie without any care in the world, without fear of judgment or any of that nonsense. But I've never been able to do it because of the fear of judgment and all that stuff, because it is a somewhat popular track, so people do walk on it quite a lot. I run into at least, probably usually one person. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be who I fucking want to be. So I just started boogieing, busting it. Yeah. You know, I was hitting it. You know, I had the boots on with the snow, so you can kind of do that, like you know, you sort of like slide and MJ it up and stuff. And oh my lord, it was so good, and it hit me. You are who you want to be in this moment right now. You've had this image in your head that you've thought's not been possible for years now. You've thought that wasn't an option for you, and here I am doing it, and doing it well. Again, I was crying, but this time it was I was so euphoric, probably the most euphoric I've ever been in my life. Bliss, you could even call it, pure Ben bliss. And it was so strange. Like I had so much energy. I was laughing, I was crying, I'm smiling, I'm fucking dancing, it's snowing, it's oh my god, it's so much. And it was the thing that made it weird about it is that I couldn't stop this laughter, this love, this whatever was going on. I literally couldn't stop. My mind was still going like, you look like an idiot, what if someone comes, you know, you're gonna feel embarrassed, you're so cringe, whatever. And I'm just like it was kind of like borderline probably. The thing is, see, like looking crazy, it doesn't really fucking matter if you're having a good time and you've actually got your head on. Because people can think you look crazy, but that experience for me was one of the best experiences of my life, if not like, well, I wouldn't say the, but you know, it's definitely top 5. And it's just, it was so, you know, like everything's connected. I am who I want to be. My surrounding is just a reflection of me. You know, angry person, angry world, sick cunt, sick world. You know, it was just, by the way, for future, sick cunt or skits cunt is a good thing. If you watch Big Lies show, you need to do that right now. That's your homework. I got a little dog. He's so cute. So, I guess that's my story of everything being connected. I don't know if that really makes sense to anyone. I do guess I have other ones if you would like. You know what, fuck it, let's go for it. I'm feeling the passion. So, what is it? I meditate quite a lot. That's another one of these. Meditation is not a requirement to feel uber connected, but it helps because it's all about unity and about, you know, just kind of becoming one with yourself and your thoughts and yada yada. Anyway, so I was meditating again, and for this like little saga of my life, every time I would meditate, this like fly would land on my leg, and I imagine it was probably a different fly. And to begin with, it was the usual fly response. you know, just fucking throwing bombs and calling my hitman friends, and I just fucking, yeah, you know what I mean, just get this thing away from me, far away, destroy it, disintegrate it. Okay, maybe I wasn't that violent, but dog was doing suspicious things. No, so the fly kept landing on my leg, and I was like, okay, well, I'm meditating, I guess I'm like supposed to be like chilled, so I was like, okay, we'll try like befriend the fly, you know, we'll just let him chill. And he did chill. And you know, I was like, okay, this guy's chill. And then, so we had now established, me and Fly were like, yeah, we chill. And then it kept happening. Like every time I go to meditate, 4 or 5 times, a fly would land on my leg, and it would just be like, oh, yo, what's up, Godfly? Then I was like, flies are my spirit animal. I'm such a kook. And then, what happened? Yeah, and then there was one day where I was like really stressing. I was meditating again in the garden, but I was like kind of like down in the dumps. I was thinking about, what am I gonna do with my life? And how am I gonna feel? And my future. Even if I thought about my future, I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself. But no, so I was having one of those, and I was like, right, okay, it will work out, it'll be okay, like, you know, and then some negative thoughts were slipping in, and it was kind of like, oh, what am I gonna do? Oh no, and it hit like the pinnacle of just like, and then I opened my leg, and a little fly landed on my leg, and I was like, okay, so it's okay, it's all connected, Godfly is listening, we're safe, you're just always safe, man, don't worry. Worrying never added an hour to the day, never made the damn soup boil damn fast. Nope. It just, yeah. So I don't know if I've got any more like total connections. It's usually like, you know, when like you're like happy crying, you know, like where you're just like, if you're like out with your mates or whatever, and you take that moment where you're like, you really notice where you are. You notice that you are alive. You are alive. Right now, like alive. Damn, living, my boy. And you just look back and you're like, it's gonna be alright. It's fine. This is, yeah. There's not much words for it, right? Because it's just, yeah. And that's what I'm gonna fucking leave you with. I'm a bit of a stickler for the words of myself. Like, I won't allow myself to say certain words like I think, because then it's like you don't know, and you're not being like honest and authentic with yourself. But then I'm also just battling in my head about damn words all the time, which is just dumb. See, there always be there again, like I was gonna say there always will be resistance in your life, but I don't know that. And in saying that, is that meaning that there is going to be resistance my whole life? Like, I'm so scared of saying a sentence, and I'm so scared of my power of like being the creative force in my life. I'm so scared of that. Then if I say stuff like that, then it will just become a truth for my life. Like I was labeled as like, as a kid, like useless, like break things, lazy. And then for ages, I would also say those sentences, like, I am lazy, I am useless, or whatever, and it became truth. And that's the scariest part. So the reason I trip up on my words is I don't want to say something like life will always have resistance, because then maybe my life will always have resistance. It's not really what I want. I'm more of a smooth sailor. I like to just fucking chill and fucking be, and yeah. This was high energy. Hope you feel me. Not that way, pervert. So yeah, I'm happy. I feel good. I'm gonna look this back, and I'm gonna fucking love it, just as I love you. Yes.